Now try to be serious, okay?
Okay.
All right. So what's your measurements? I got you going.
You're talking about IQ, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
172, I know.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, I am Priscilla, the co-host of The Joe Flynn Show, and I have with me here today at From the Land Beyond, CJ Graham.
Hello, how are you?
CJ Graham played Jason number 6. I need to ask you, what was the audition like?
There was no audition. They were looking for a big body, a big physical structure that could do stunts. Somebody that had a menacing, natural, strong walk. Somebody that could be set on fire, go through a door, be chained underwater, doing stunts, and at the same time pull off a homicidal killer. Very unique audition.
And what inspired you to even audition for this part?
Money. Actually, which is true. I had met somebody, believe it or not. It's one of those stories where you meet somebody, they say, "Hey, we're gonna cast you for Jason." Okay, yeah, right, whatever. And then Priscilla, 3 weeks later, you call me and say, "I want you to come down and be on my show." And all of a sudden, the connections, the contacts, the vibes are good, and it happens.
Had you done much acting before that?
Never, except if you think about it, every day you're on stage. Every day you go to do something, you're on stage. The way you act, your aura, your karma. So I think every day is just, I feel good about speaking. I'm not intimidated. I'm very large, but I'm very friendly at the same time.
Was there any parts of this movie that was a challenge for you to film since you had no experience before as an actor?
No, I think it's most actors get to show verbal expressions when they're angry. They can scrunt their face, they can lower their voice, but in this type of acting, it was all physical structure. I mean, to turn your head just enough to show curiosity, to walk towards the motorhome and show anger. It's a different type of acting. It's actually somewhat difficult because facial expressions, or how we all express our body language, if you ever walk through and watch body language, you can tell the people a little cocky, the ones that got a little attitude, and then you can tell the ones that are humble, others that are just confident but not too overconfident where they're conceited. It's challenging. It's a very different, unique type of perspective when you're acting.
I agree. That nonverbal can have 1,000 words.
It can. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and when a person is standing there looking at you with a hockey mask, and there's no movement, you don't know what to do. Should I scream? Should I run? Is it alive? What do I do?
Now, were you a fan of the Friday the 13th movies before you even went for this role?
Actually, kind of somewhat embarrassing. It wasn't a matter of being a fan, but I actually had to go out and rent a couple of them. When I was going to meet Frank Mancuso Jr. at Paramount Studios, I had to know what I was representing. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. Otherwise, don't do it. I mean, pay is important, but quality far outseeds any type of money that I could have been paid.
Interesting. Well, you're not the first. I've met many actors in horror movies that either hated the genre or weren't fans or didn't know much about them, and they were excellent. So what are your beauty secrets?
My beauty secrets? Well,